Good evening. Since the day Ms. Kamala Harris has been declared the running mate of Mr. Joe Biden in US presidential election, there's enthusiasm in India because of her Indian origin, as well as there's a question circulating, will she be pro-India or anti-India? Now I think that we should not discuss all these things. We should dissect everything in geopolitical manner. But since we are a very emotional country and really we are emotional people, that is the reason we try to link all these things, and what it leads to crisis of expectations. So my request will be to judge everything on its merits. We link Mr. Rishi Sunak, who is the finance minister of Great Britain, with ourselves. We link Priti Patel, who is home minister of Great Britain, with ourselves because of their origins. So if you talk in that manner, then we are having two Indians in Cabinet Committee of Security, the equivalent of Cabinet Committee of Security in Great Britain. But it doesn't go like that. And let me give you a few examples. Let me give you a few examples of presidents of United States who appear to be pro-India and some of them who appear to be anti-India. Now, the biggest name of anti-India US president comes to be Mr. Nixon. Nixon and Kissinger. The duos are considered to be anti-India couple in terms of politics. And what about Clinton? The first term of Mr. Bill Clinton was one of the worst American president for India. But his second term of the same gentleman, he was one of the best US president for India. Now, to try to understand why there was change in Bill Clinton, was it a genuine change of heart? No, it was not a genuine change of heart. Look at the circumstances of India when Bill Clinton was in his first term. In those years, there was political instability. We had 4 prime ministers in just a couple of years. There was balance of payment crisis. We were on the doors of International Monetary Fund for bailout package. We even had to mortgage our gold. Punjab was burning because of terrorism. So was Jammu and Kashmir. So situation in every sphere was dire. But what happened during his next term? In his next term, by that time, India brought LPG reforms. We opened our markets. Our GDP started growing. We allowed foreign investment in India. So America was looking on Indian market for its business houses, for their own self, for their own self. They were looking at their own interest, not Indian interest. So Mr. Clinton became friendly to India, so much so that during his second term only we conducted nuclear test. Nothing major happened. When he came to India, he stopped on his way to US for a few hours in Pakistan, and there he pointed out his finger and said that we are not going to allow the lines of this subcontinent to be drawn by blood. That means he was quoting about terrorism. He was scolding Pakistan, he was giving warning to Pakistan. So was it a change of heart? No, it was not change of heart. It was the change of position of India. Indian economy raised. India opened its markets. India was developing both in military sense and in economic sense. So they were more friendly with India. So these people, be it from any party, be it we should not look at their origins. We should look at the geopolitics, and all these countries, especially the United States of America, they look at their self-interest, and this become apparent when on 15th of August, that is on our Independence Day, Mr. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, who were taking anti-India lines since so long, they said that we congratulate India on Independence Day, and we know your issues on your border. That is they were quoting about China, and we will be supportive to you. Right now, what's happening? Their interest vis-a-vis China is linked to our interest vis-a-vis China. They can't deal with China. They don't want to do business with China. They want to do business with India. We are friendly with Gulf nations as well as Israel. They are friendly with Gulf nations as well as Israel. We are friendly with Japan. Japan is their friend. So there is a collusion of interest, and these interest makes them friend. So never think that Mr. Donald Trump is a friend of India if he is not in office, and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris comes, there will be a change of policy. No, that change of policy won't be there. They are not pro-India or anti-India. They are pro-USA, and right now to be with India is in their interest. So what we should never analyze do the analysis on all these terms, that Mr. Joe Biden, in past he gave this statement, Miss Kamala Harris, she's of Indian origin, she's half Indian, her father is Jamaican, her mother is Tamilian, so she might be good with India, but she had also made anti-India statements. These people are very professional people, and they will do what is in their interest, and right now their interest lies in Indian interests. So we should not worry, but do not allow the crisis of expectation to make space in your mind. Be very practical when it comes to geopolitics. In geopolitics and in foreign policy, there is no permanent friend, and there is also no permanent enemy, but there are permanent interests of nations. Thank you.